Okay, awesome.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym on the campus of Dordt University in Sioux Center, Iowa. As we get into, well, we're still in the post-game show for the women's game. We're getting into the men's pregame show. All of that brought to you by Wireless World. Verizon authorized retailer with 7 locations in Northwest Iowa. And I'm joined tonight for post-game comments with Willow Bleeker. Willow made her first 4 shots, I believe. Might have been the first 5. First 4, I believe. I'll stick with that. And ends up with 18 points tonight. How's it feel when that first one goes in, Willow, today? How'd that feel?
It felt really good to see that one go through the hoop today. Yeah, shooting hasn't been super consistent these last few games, so just being able to start out on a make, just getting that confidence right away really helped. Contributed to my shooting game today.
Did you mentioned it's not as consistent. Do you try to get extra shots up then or after practice, outside of practice? Or are you getting a lot of shots in practice? How do you do that? How do you handle that?
Yeah. Obviously, my role in practice is to, go to the corner, so I do get quite shots up in practice. But, yeah, on tough games after, like, Doane, where you don't really get that many good shots and you're not hitting shots, it kind of motivates you to get back in the gym and, get the gun out and just shoot on the gun and get lots of shots up.
The Dakota Wesleyan, what challenges do they present as a team? They seem like they're kind of a unique matchup. What challenges do they present?
Yeah, they're a really physical team. They obviously have quite a bit of talent down low. And so just coming into the game, we knew that it was going to be a battle and that we had to just out-physical them. And I think that's what we were able to do, just being able to play our game and run on them and get going that way. So,
do you know when the shot leaves your hand, if it's going in or not? Do you know?
I mean, yeah, kind of. There's so many times where it comes off my hand. I'm like, oh, that looks really good, and then obviously it doesn't go in. But yeah, you can kind of feel it, coming off. You're like, yep, that looks good. And
junior year, what are you studying? Remind me.
I'm studying social work.
And what do you want to do when you are done at Dordt?
So I'm getting married this spring, so obviously looking at internships and looking at all that options there. But I feel like just working with kids, working with families is kind of where I like to end up eventually.
Sounds good. I'll let you go, Willow. Thanks for coming up.
Awesome. Thank you.
That's Willow Bleeker. She is a junior from Sioux Center, and she is providing the post-game comments as the Dordt defenders defeat Dakota Wesleyan 86-81. And Coach Bill Harmson will take a seat beside me, and he will get the headset on. And it looks like we are ready. And Coach Harmson, win or lose, probably would have felt, obviously you like winning these games, but win or lose, much better performance and probably just a stronger outing for your team today than you had last Saturday against Doane.
Yeah, our care meter was turned up a lot more today than what it was on Saturday, and we had 2 great practices, and last week nobody in our program can say that we practiced well, and Saturday was kind of the result of that. And I think tonight was a direct result of how well we practiced on Monday and prepared yesterday. And our girls love, obviously, the home court advantage in the GPAC is a huge deal. And, we had such a huge crowd here, and I thought our girls responded really well tonight.
Tell me about the challenges of playing Dakota Wesleyan. They seem to execute very well, and they present some. They probably fly in the face a little bit of conventional basketball right now, where they really try to get their post players involved.
They're really good, and they're coached really well. And our hope was to get the game up into the 70s and 80s, and we were able to do that. But I think this is their high water mark for points scored in a game this year, if I remember right. And with their, they got 2 or 3 big post players in there that really causes trouble. And you overhelp, and tonight they hit the 3. Hayes, I think, had a few 3s, and she hasn't shot that well this season. And Broughton had some 3s, and she hasn't shot it well this season. And so to try and key on their strengths versus weaknesses, we did a nice job on Yost. We did a nice job on Nagel. Rosenquist is just such a tough guard, and but those other girls got us today, and it's just a very good team, Mike. And going to the Corn Palace, it's really going to be a battle at the end of the season.
We'll worry about that one when that one comes. So Willow Bleeker, we had her up for the post-game comments, and that first 3 goes in, and it just feels like, oh, good. And you want to get away from that feeling, because that first one isn't always going to go in. But she played with a lot of confidence, shot with a lot of confidence tonight.
Proud of her. And it'll be fun to watch how she responds on Saturday, because she's going to get some looks Saturday as well against a really good Concordia team. And we thought she could get some looks today against Dakota Wesleyan, and Willow made them pay. And I hated to take her out of the game in the first quarter, but she needed to come out. And I think she had 11 in the first quarter, maybe.
Yeah.
And
12. She had the three-point play.
And the three-point play. And so for her to kind of shoulder the load, Macy did an awesome job of finding her and getting her involved early. And just really proud of her. And I had no idea that Gracie had 35 tonight.
A whole hum 35.
Yeah, and I brought that up in the locker room, because I was like, man, I would have never imagined that, because the whole time in timeouts I'm going, Gracie, get nasty, get nasty. And man, she's probably going, what are you talking about?
Yeah, well, 35 points on 18 field goal attempts. That's pretty efficient. And so a good win. We'll try to stack up another one on Saturday, but it will not come easily. Concordia, a very good team, and get one more chance before Christmas in the conference.
You bet. Looking forward to it. Hope we have a great home crowd here again. Our girls are studying for exams and preparing themselves, and so I know they're under some other stressors, and we just got to keep praying for those kids, get them through it. And we got 3 games left before Christmas break, Mike, so we got to keep it rolling here.
That's Coach Bill Harmson. Thanks for coming up.
Thanks, Mike.
That's Coach Bill Harmson, and let's take a look at the men's contest as we get into the pregame show for the men. The Dakota Wesleyan Tigers 5-6 overall, 2-3 in the conference. Wins over Hastings and Midland in league play. Losses to Briarcliff and Concordia and Morningside in league play. And Concordia, and their most recent loss with a 103-71 loss on Saturday at Concordia. They're giving up 78 points per game. They score 75. They're giving up 51% field goal shooting. They convert 45%. They're getting out rebounded 35-27, and they turn it over 11 times per game. They force opponents into 14 turnovers per contest. Randy Rosenquist leads them with 14 points per game and 7 rebounds. Easton Neuendorf, 13.8 points per game, 4.9 assists. Steele Morgan, 12.9 points per game with 5.6 rebounds. For the Dordt Defenders, 5-6 overall, 2-3 in the conference. Wins in the league this year over Hastings and Briarcliff. Losses in the league to Mount Marty, Northwestern, and Doane. That loss on Saturday at Doane, 79-77. Dordt was down 20 in the second half, rallied, tied it, never took the lead, had a shot at the end of regulation to tie it or win it, and that was off the mark, the shot to tie, and the Defenders took the loss at Doane. Dordt's averaging 88 points per game, giving up 82 points per time. Field goal shooting, 52% for the Defenders, 46 for opponents. Three-point shooting, advantage Dordt, 40-37 on the percentages. Rebounding, advantage Dordt, 36-32. Turnovers, Dordt 3 to the negative. They commit 13 turnovers a game. They force 10. Connor Milliken leads them with 16.3 points per game. Ty Evanescen, 13.9. Jake Proctor, 10.8. Judson Hankel, 10.7. Those are the snaps. That's the snapshot of tonight's contest in men's basketball. The defenders will start Connor Milliken, 6-foot junior from Springfield, averaging 16.3 points per game. Number 11, Stephen Polacek, 6'1" sophomore from Bellevue, Nebraska, averaging 7 points per game. Judson Hankel, number 12, 6'9" freshman, Janesville, Wisconsin, 10.7 points per outing. Ty Van Essen, number 34, 6'5" senior from Sheldon, averages 13.9 points per game. Jake Proctor, number 77, a 6'3" junior from Heston, Kansas, averages 10.7 points per game. For Dakota Wesleyan, it's Easton Neuendorf, 5'11" freshman from South Dakota, averaging 13.8 points per game. Randy Rosenquist, 6' junior, North Sioux City, South Dakota, 14 points per game. Anthony Reagan, 6'5" senior from Carthage, Texas, averages 12.5 points per outing. Steele Morgan, 6'4" junior from Mitchell, averages 12.9 points per game. And Tyler Stevenson is a 6'2" sophomore from Lake Norden, South Dakota. He averages 11.6 points per game. The defenders control the opening tip. Turn it over, though. A turnover forced by Dakota Wesleyan, and it will be Wesleyan basketball. That was a held ball, and the jump ball gives the basketball to Dakota Wesleyan for the first time. Pass goes underneath, taken away by Hankel off the deflection. Judson Hankel with it, gets it ahead to Milliken. Milliken with the basketball. Milliken has it right side. Polacek, Milliken. Milliken gives it to Proctor. Proctor with the basketball. Proctor gives it up front to Hankel. Hankel back to Milliken. Milliken with the basketball. Milliken throws it right side. Van Essen. Van Essen with it on the right wing. 5 to shoot. Van Essen into the lane. Gives it off Proctor. Layup good. Jake Proctor with a 2-point basket, and the Dordt defenders take the lid off of the bucket. 2-0. 2-0 our score. Dordt with the advantage. And Dakota Wesleyan has the basketball. With it is Stevenson. Stevenson, they dump it off to Neuendorf. Neuendorf, 2-point bucket, good. We're tied at 2. Now the pass tipped away by Dakota Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball in the backcourt. So the Dordt defenders with the basketball, left side Proctor. Proctor, throw it to Milliken. Ball deflected, taken away by Wesleyan. Wesleyan, Neuendorf. Neuendorf feeds the trailer. Coming into the lane, shot blocked. Stevenson unable to keep it under control. They get it ahead to Polacek. Polacek lays it up with the right hand, good. Stephen Polacek with a 2-point bucket, and the defenders lead 4-2. 4-2 our score. Just underway. Glad to have you along with me on a Wednesday night. Getting started straight up at 8 o'clock. That's always a good thing. Dakota Wesleyan basketball. Tigers have it, left-hand side. Driving down to the baseline. Cut off. That is Neuendorf. And the Dordt defenders nearly force a turnover. Wesleyan, Easton Neuendorf, saves it off of a Dordt player. It will be Wesleyan basketball, left side of the lane as we face the hoop. They get the ball thrown in, and a three-pointer, no good. Rebound corralled by the defenders. Comes back right side over to Van Essen. Van Essen feeds the trailer Hankel. Hankel had the last carom. On the left side is Polacek. Polacek drives in, attempts the shot, and it's blocked. Rebound cleared. Here comes Morgan. Morgan gives it off to Neuendorf. Neuendorf into the lane, and the ball is kicked away out of bounds. Last touch by Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. So Randy Rosenquist will inbound the basketball. He gets it inbounded to Anthony Reagans. First time Reagans has touched the ball tonight, I think. Nearly 2.5 minutes into the game. Pass goes right side to Rosenquist. Rosenquist with it on the right wing, guarded there by Polacek. Goes back out front to Morgan. Morgan drives in, tries to dump it underneath, taken away by Milliken. Milliken poked it away. Milliken lobs it over to Proctor. Proctor, layup with the left hand, good. He's got 4, and the Dordt lead is 6-2. 6-2 our score. Wesleyan with the basketball. This is Stevenson. Stevenson back out front. Rosenquist. Rosenquist. High post pass. Morgan. Morgan turns. Nothing there. Comes back to Stevenson. Stevenson on the right wing. Stevenson with it on the left side now. Dribbles. Left elbow. Stops. Gives it away to Rosenquist. Stops, pops. Shot no good. Rebound Hankel. And Hankel tangled up on the play with Steele Morgan, and Henkel hits the floor, and he is fouled. That's foul number 1 on Dakota Wesleyan as well. Steele Morgan called for the personal. That's foul number 1 on him. Everyone in Wesleyan's starting lineup averages double figures. Their top point producer off of the bench is C.J. Banks, averaging 3.6 points per game. Left side pass, Proctor. Jake coming off a season high, 21 points. Ball deflected by Vanessen. Right side pass, Milliken. His shot no good. Rebound, Riggins. Riggins with the basketball, dribbles it up the floor himself, hands it off to Rosenquist. Rosenquist with the basketball. He's the younger brother of Riley Rosenquist. Left side pass, Riggins. Riggins 3, missed it, no good. And the rebound controlled by Milliken. Milliken with the basketball, left-hand side, Vanessen. Vanessen throws it into the corner, Proctor. Jake Proctor with the triple, he's got 7. Scored 23 against Doane, gives Dordt a 9-2 lead. 9-2 our score. That Rosenquist name, for those of you who follow basketball in Northwest Iowa, that's a familiar name for some of you old-timers like me. Shot blocked by Henkel, rebound taken away by the defenders. Here comes Proctor, no-look pass ahead to Polacek, and the ball is deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball. So Polacek put it up. Riggins trailed the play and timed it out and knocked it away. Now, I was saying that about Rosenquist. Their dad, Randy Rosenquist, played for USD back in the old NCC days. Scored 1,000 points for the Coyotes. Both Randy and Riley for Dakota Wesleyan. Not sure if Randy's at 1,000 points. Riley is. Left side pass it goes. 3 on the way. Milliken whispers that one through. Connor Milliken knocks down the triple, and the Dordt defender lead is 12-2. So the defenders out quickly. This is what happened on Saturday when Dakota Wesleyan and Concordia played. I had that on in the background today as I was prepping, and yeah, it just got out of hand early, got up to a double-digit lead, then a 20-point advantage at halftime, and Dakota Wesleyan just didn't have a lot of juice in them on Saturday at Concordia. Checking into the game will be Tyson DeVries. Checking out, Polacek and Milliken. Rogasic is in the game. Henkel is also in, so for the defenders, it's Rogasic, Hansen, he's the post player from Viborg, DeVries, Vanessen, and Proctor. Rosenquist and Proctor exchanging pleasantries. They've done a few battles over the last couple of years now. Rosenquist looks, throws it in. With it out front, new player. This is Unen. Unen, back left side, into the paint. Rosenquist, layup, good. Randy Rosenquist with the 2-point bucket. Out front it comes, Rogasic. Rogasic has it. Rogasic gives to Proctor. Proctor, Hansen. Hansen shot good. Nick Hansen with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt defenders might have an advantage in the post again if they can get it there. Had it with Briar Cliff as well. Well, Randy Rosenquist, I was alluding to 1,000 points. He's at 840. Driving in, layup with the right hand is Banks. Banks with a 2. Dordt leads 14-6. Hansen with the basketball back to the basket against Oberfeld for Dakota Wesleyan, and Oberfeld's going to be called for a personal foul. It's going to be foul number 1 on him. Put 2 hands on the back of Nick Hansen. That's an automatic, and he is called for foul number 1. This time out brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
I think one of the distinctives for our program is that we're designing it for everyone, whether they have a background in business or they don't have a background in business. Students can take what they're learning in class and bring it right back into work. There's a real practical sense within the program of saying, this isn't just a big idea that's out there and you're walking through the hoops to be able to get done, but let's benefit your business tomorrow with the program that you're going through.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
find a project that applies to your local context, that helps you as a teacher in your classroom, and do a deep dive on it. Like, we're always trying to be like, what does this have to do with the place in which you serve?
(14-6), Dakota Wesleyan trailing by 8. Dordt inbounding, Tyson DeVries to throw it in. DeVries, the sophomore from Pella, throws it in to Reed Friesen. Friesen, they give it up. Hansen underneath, and Hansen tries to pass out of the double team. It's taken away by Wesleyan. Wesleyan with the basketball, right-hand side, 3 on the way, up and through. 3-point bucket for Tyler Stevenson, 14-9 defenders. Hansen with it. Hansen, double team, puts it up in traffic. His shot no good, but a foul on the play. And if that's on Oberfeld, that's number 2 on him, and it is on Oberfeld. That is number 2. Oberfeld, 6'6", giving away an inch or two to Hansen. Hansen listed at 6'8" from Viborg. He and Judson Hankel provide a pretty good duo in the paint for the defenders. Young, they're going to learn. Connor Milliken back into the game. DeVries will check out, so Tyson gets a quick run, and Nick Hansen with 3 points. Got another one on the way. This one's up and good, so Hansen makes them both, and the defender lead is 16-9. Hansen with 4 points. He'll check out of the game, and checking in is Judson Hankel. Dakota Wesleyan with the basketball. In the backcourt is Rosenquist, guarded there by Proctor. And Rosenquist across the timeline. Rosenquist at the top of the key now. Puts it up. No. Guarded there by Hankel. They throw it into the post. Kick out pass. Right side Banks. Banks 3. Missed no good. Rebound Friesen. Friesen, the freshman from Heston, Kansas. Throws over the top. Intended for Hankel. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touched by Rosenquist. It'll be Dordt basketball. Throwing it in, right side of the lane will be Milliken. Milliken to Traeger. And Connor gets the ball inbounded to Friesen. Friesen back to the basket. Friesen working his way into the paint. Kick out pass, Milliken. Milliken sets 3. No good, but he's fouled on the play. And Randy Rosenquist whistled for the personal foul. That's number 1 on him. Going to the free throw line will be Connor Milliken. Milliken will shoot 3 as he was fouled in the act of shooting a triple. First one up and good. Connor busting out the neon greens tonight for the footwear. 17-9, defenders leading. And now 18-9, and another one on the way with 13-12 remaining in the half. A third free throw coming for Milliken. Neuendorf is back in. And Milliken trying to extend it to a 10-point lead, matching Dordt's biggest lead, and he does. 3 free throws for Milliken, 6 points for the junior from Springfield, Nebraska. And with the basketball now is Neuendorf. Neuendorf, right side it goes Banks. Banks with the basketball down to the block. Kick out pass, left side. Shot no good, and the rebound taken away by Hankel, but the outlet pass taken back by Rosenquist. Rosenquist with the theft. Shot, right-handed layup, no good. Gets his own rebound back after it was tapped around. Three-pointer from the top of the key, no good. Rebound corralled by Jake Proctor. Proctor wrestles it. He comes up into the front court. Rogasic, left side Hankel. Hankel off of the glass, good. Judd Hankel with the 2-point basket, and the Dordt defenders lead it 21-9. Connor Milliken staying back, making a pest of himself on the inbounds pass. 21-9, defenders by 12. Dylan Scott checks in. Jake Proctor will check out. Hankel, Friesen, Rogasic, Milliken. 3 freshmen and a couple of juniors. Milliken and Scott, the old men in the group. Banks will bring it up. Scott will guard him. Bit of an odd matchup there. Dordt switches out front. This is Neuendorf, and Neuendorf is fouled on the play by Scott. So Dillon whistled for the personal. That's going to be foul number 2 on the defenders. Earlier tonight, the Defender women 86-81 winners with a 35-point performance by Gracie Schoenhoven highlighting the game. Pass underneath, and the short shot is good for Morgan. Morgan with his first 2, and the Dordt lead is 21-11. So Dordt was up by 12 moments ago. Rogasic answering no, but Henkel is there to clean it up. Judson Henkel with a putback off of the missed layup by Rogasic. And here comes Dakota Wesleyan. We approach the midpoint of the first half, 11:55 and counting. Pass goes left side. Guess we got a little ways to go yet. Neuendorf, right side Morgan, underneath, Banks, layup good. CJ Banks with 4 points, and the Defender lead is 23-13. Pass bounces, glances off of the backboard. It'll be Dakota Wesleyan basketball after the turnover. The Defenders already with 6 turnovers tonight. That has been an issue this year. No getting around that. Wesleyan turns it over, though. Here's Milliken. Milliken with the drive. Milliken, layup, right hand, no good there, but following it is Friesen. Friesen missed it, no good. And Dakota Wesleyan comes away with it. They're headed back the other way. Chance to cut it to single digits. Reagan's 3, no good. Rebound taken away by Milliken, Rogasic. Rogasic with it on the right wing. Goes into the right corner. This is Skop. Skop back to Rogasic. Good decision that time by the Defenders. Get into a set. Here they pass it underneath Henkel. Henkel has it tapped away. Here comes Dakota Wesleyan. Wesleyan, Rosenquist, the trailer. Morgan, layup good. Steele Morgan with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt lead is 23-15. The Defenders a little sloppy the last few possessions, so we have a timeout on the floor. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000-member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Welcome back to the DeWitt Gym, where the Dordt Defenders have a 23-15 lead, but probably feeling like they let a couple of chances slip away. Had a breakaway layup and a putback attempt that they failed on, and then got the ball back again and missed that as well. So the Defenders called a timeout to talk things through with 10:25 left to go in the game. In the half, I should say. Right side it goes Polacek. Polacek, Skop, high post pass, Vanessen turns back to the basket against Riggins. He'll fade away from 10. It's off the mark, no good. And the rebound taken away by Rosenquist. Rosenquist ahead to Neuendorf. Neuendorf drives in with the left hand, missed it, no good. Rebound controlled by Neuendorf. Rosenquist. Rosenquist driving in. Rosenquist comes back, Neuendorf 3, missed it, no good. And the rebound Morgan, and a foul called on the rebound against Dordt's Ty Vanessen. So Ty whistled for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on him. And we have a timeout on the floor. This will be a media timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts.
Each year, more students find their place at Dordt University. Through top-ranked academics and athletics, Dordt continues to flourish and grow. But what defines Dordt goes far beyond national recognition. It's an unwavering commitment to prepare graduates to serve in a changing world. But that mission doesn't end at graduation. It continues through the work and leadership of our graduates until all is made new.
Leading by 8, 9:52 left to go in the half. So the defenders leading by 8. They've led by as many as 12. Dakota Wesleyan has the basketball after the timeout, the under 10 timeout. Wesleyan gets the ball inbounded. Morgan, two-pointer in the lane. He's got 6, and the defenders lead 23-17. Jake Proctor has the basketball. Proctor with it out front. Comes back right side, Vanesson. Vanesson to Polacek. Polacek out front. 3 on the way. Proctor, good. Jake Proctor with a 10, and the Dordt lead is 26-17. Dordt's led by as many as 12. They lead by 9 at the moment. 9:25 left to go in the half. Dakota Wesleyan basketball. This is Neuendorf. Riggins. Riggins with the basketball. Riggins, now Stevenson. Stevenson at the top of the key, guarded there by Hansen. Bit of an odd matchup there. Post player guarding the guard. Into the lane it goes, and throwing it off of the back of the backboard is Dakota Wesleyan Steele Morgan. The turnover gives the ball back to the defenders, and Dordt will have it. Ty Vanesson will trigger it in. Ty gets the ball inbounded to Polacek. Polacek will walk it up. Polacek gives it back over to Proctor, who walks it into the front court. Vanesson with the basketball, cross-court pass. And trying to rifle it underneath for Hansen, and the ball deflects off of Hansen's hands and out of bounds. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. So Wesleyan gets the basketball back. They throw it into Rosenquist. He'll walk it up. 8:45 left to go in the first half. Dordt with a 9-point lead. Wesleyan with the basketball. Right-hand side. They go to Neuendorf. Neuendorf looking. Gets it into the corner. Morgan out of the double team. Riggins has Neuendorf open. Neuendorf circles in. Layup good. Neuendorf got lost by the Dordt defense, and he gets an easy bucket. Proctor with the basketball. Back it goes. Milliken into the corner. Polacek to Milliken. Polacek. High-low pass. Hansen throws it. Intended for Proctor. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. Well, this Saturday we'll wrap up GPAC play in the first semester. Dordt hosting Concordia in women's and men's basketball starting at 2 o'clock. Then the basketball teams heading to Kansas and Arkansas for 2 games each next week. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday is how that gets cut up. Rebound by Milliken. Milliken over to Polacek. Polacek left side Proctor. Ball fake back out front. Steven 3. Good. Steven Polacek with the 3. He's got 5, and the defenders lead by 10, 29-19. 29-19 the score. Rosenquist gets it back to Neuendorf. Guarded there by Proctor. Proctor not given any ground. Now Neuendorf. They switch off. Hansen. Pass underneath Morgan. Morgan draws the foul, and the shot is good. The foul's going to go against Nick Hansen. That's his first. And going to the free throw line will be Morgan for the three-point play. Steele Morgan with 8 points and a free throw to try and make it 9 and cut the lead down to 7 potentially. Free throw on the way for Morgan is up and good. So Morgan with 9 points, and the defender lead is 29-22. 7-point advantage. Proctor to Hankel. Hankel to Milliken. Milliken, his shot no good. But here comes Wesleyan. Wesleyan back the other way. Rosenquist gives it back over to Morgan. Morgan with a 2-point bucket. He's got 11. 29-24. Vanesson comes back left side, and they throw it away. Proctor trying for the post entry pass to Hankel, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. So Wesleyan has it. 29-24, defenders by 5. But Wesleyan with a chance to cut into the lead. They've got it in the backcourt, Neuendorf. Neuendorf across half court. Passes right side, Rosenquist. Rosenquist. They get it underneath. Easy bucket for Morgan. Morgan with 11. And the defender lead is 29-26. Wesleyan on a 7-0 run right now. Driving in is Vanessen, and Vanessen is fouled on the play by Reagans. Reagans called for the personal. That's number 1 on him. And inbounding will be Milliken. Milliken throws it in. Vanessen. Vanessen on the left elbow, looks for the flex cut underneath. Instead, passes back over to Henkel. Henkel gives back to Milliken. 6 minutes remaining in the half. Shot by Polacek, 3, good. Stephen Polacek with 8 points so far today. 2 twos and a 3. 2 threes and a 2, that is. And the defenders lead by 6. Neuendorf against Henkel. Right side pass, Peterson. Stevenson, that is. Stevenson drives in, his layup, good. Stevenson makes it 32-28. Pass underneath Henkel. Henkel off of the glass, good. Judson Henkel with 6. And the defender lead is 34-28. Dordt leading by 6. Wesleyan basketball. This is Neuendorf. Neuendorf drives in against Henkel. Henkel defending. And taking it away is Polacek on the double team. Polacek ahead to Milliken. Milliken stripped on the way up. Out of bounds. Last touch by Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball. So defender basketball. Pass comes in to Ty Vanessen. Vanessen looking for the entry pass to Henkel. Throws it away, out of bounds. Last touch by Dordt. It'll be Dakota Wesleyan basketball. 34-28. Easton Neuendorf with it. Neuendorf passes it to Morgan. Morgan out front. Morgan back to Neuendorf. Neuendorf. Morgan. Morgan throws it into the post. 3, no good. Rebound deflected. Picked up by Riggins. Shot no good. Rebound weak side. Taken by Morgan. Saved in by Proctor. Deflected back to Wesleyan. Wesleyan layup. Shot no good. Rebound corralled finally by Henkel. Henkel finally able to latch onto it. And the defenders, Milliken, 3, left wing, missed it, no good. Quick shot by the defenders, and here comes Wesleyan again. Trailing by 6 are the Tigers. Rosenquist has it out front. Rosenquist using the dribble. Passes it off to Neuendorf. Neuendorf. Neuendorf comes back to Rosenquist. Rosenquist, hesitation. Kick out pass. They get it back to Rosenquist. Rosenquist double clutch, no good. And the shot clock violation gives Dordt the basketball back. And we have a timeout on the floor, the under 5 media timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 1 minute.
At Dordt, every sporting event is a chance for students to learn and for our community to come together. Through the Dordt Media Network, students gain real experience, capturing moments and sharing them with fans everywhere.
Our students handle every part of the broadcast.
We are asking for your investment to support the broadcast and the team behind it.
You're helping students learn while Defender broadcasts run with excellence. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek. Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Jake Proctor inbounds to Tyson DeVries. Tyson DeVries in the game. 3:35 left to go in the half. Dordt by 6. Proctor with it out front. Rogasic on the right wing. Asa comes back over to Vanessen. Vanessen right side, Tom Dobson. Dobson with the basketball. Dobson, they give it back over to Vanessen. Vanessen left side. Proctor into the paint. His 10-footer up good. Jake Proctor with 12. And the defender lead is 36-28. Steal by DeVries. Dordt waiting for the trailer. Comes back to Rogasic. Rogasic with it on the left wing. Asa back over to Jake Proctor. Another three. This one too strong, no good. There for the rebound and the putback, Tom Dobson. Dobson with a 2-point bucket on the putback, and the defender lead is 10, 38-28. Wesleyan basketball. Pass out front. With it on the left-hand side, Morgan tests the waters into the lane. His left-handed shot no good. Rebound Dobson. Dobson gives it away Proctor. Proctor at the top of the key. Proctor hesitates, wraps it around for Dobson. Ball tipped and controlled by Wesleyan. Wesleyan with it, 2:28 left to go in the half. Dordt by 10. They've led by as many as 12. Wesleyan, Riggins drives in, layup with the right hand, good. Anthony Riggins with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt lead is 38-30, and we have a timeout on the floor with 2:17 remaining. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
.38-30, the defenders leading by 8. As we close in on halftime, 2:17 left to go in the half. Asa Rogasic to inbound. Rogasic gets it inbounded to DeVries. DeVries will bring it up. Tyson with the basketball. Tyson at midcourt, has it on the left-hand side. He hands it back over to Milliken. DeVries, swing pass, Friesian. Friesian drives in, right-handed layup, missed it, no good. Went up like he was going to dunk it, and then a player defended it, and he was unable to finish at the rim. Ball goes out of bounds eventually. Last touched by Dordt. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. Wesleyan inbounding. They get it into Riggins. Milliken stabs for it. Riggins now into the front court. Rogasic matches up with him. With it out front, Banks. Banks in between the circles. Banks hands it off to Rosenquist. Rosenquist setting the offense. 1:45 and counting first half. Wesleyan can cut it down to 6 or 5. 10 to shoot. They go to Rosenquist. 3 in and out, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touched by Dordt. It'll be Wesleyan basketball. So Neuendorf will inbound the basketball. Nope, this will be Banks, beg your pardon. Banks triggering it in. And C.J. Banks, freshman from Minneapolis, gets it inbounded to Neuendorf. Neuendorf with it on the wing. Back it goes right side, Riggins guarded there by Friesian, help defense, takes it away Proctor. Proctor with the basketball, and Riggins is going to be called for a frustration foul in the backcourt. That's going to be number 2 on him. 38-30, defenders leading. Defenders so far in this one, 14 of 25 from the floor. They've left some points on the table. Gotten good shots tonight, have the defenders. Rogasic with the basketball, takes it across half court. Rogasic goes over to Dobson. Dobson on the wing, guarded by Proctor. Comes back out front, Milliken. Milliken right side, Rogasic. Double teamed, gets it away, Milliken. Milliken downhill, stripped on the way up, and Neuendorf comes away with it. Neuendorf is fouled on the play by Jake Proctor. So Proctor called for the personal foul. That's foul number 1 on him. So Neuendorf will go to the free throw line, and he'll shoot 2 as he was fouled in the act of shooting. Jake Proctor did not agree. Pretty vocally dissented on that one. Second free throw is up, and that one's short, no good. 38-31. Neuendorf makes 1 of 2. We're under a minute to go in the half. Proctor has it at the top of the key, guarded there by Rogas. Look for Rogasic, goes to Milliken instead. Milliken working against Neuendorf, and it's stripped and taken back. Here comes Dakota Wesleyan, the trailer, right side, driving in. Stevenson, layup good. Defenders have given away some points here down the stretch. 38-33, under a half a minute to go. Shot clock and game clock less than a second difference. With it out front is Proctor. Proctor with the basketball. Proctor has it near center court, guarded there by Rosenquist. 12 seconds on the shot clock, now 10. Dobson sets a ball screen. This is Proctor driving right-hand side. Proctor ducks in, his shot with the right hand good. Jake Proctor with 14 first half points, and the defenders lead 40-33 at the break. So the Dordt defenders trailed briefly, pushed the lead up to 12-2. Had at least a 12-point difference once. Looked like they were going to get up to a 10-point difference at, they were going to grow the lead. Left some points on the table, though, and lead 40-33 at the half. The Dordt defenders so far in this one, 15 of 26 from the floor, 58%, as we have the halftime entertainment of the dance team on the Dordt Media Network. Dordt 5 of 9 from the three-point line, 56%. And 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 100%. Dakota Wesleyan 15 of 33 from the field, 46%. Just 1 of 10 on threes, 10%. And 2 for 3 from the free throw line, 67%. The defenders with an 18-12 rebounding edge. Dordt has forced 9 turnovers but committed 15 of their own. Thank you. The Dordt defenders with an 18-12 rebounding edge. Jake Proctor leading the way with 14 points on 6 of 8 shooting. Stephen Polacek with 8 points, 3 for 4 from the floor. 6 for Judson Henkel. 6 for Connor Milliken. 2 for Tom Dobson. Judson Henkel also with 5 rebounds to lead the defenders, and Connor Milliken has 4. 3 for Tom Dobson. Jake Proctor with 4 assists to lead the defenders. Ty Evanescen has 3. Connor Milliken also with 3 assists. For Dakota Wesleyan, Steele Morgan has 13 points. 7 for Stevenson. 5 for Neuendorf. 2 each for Rosenquist, Reagans, and Banks has 4. Rosenquist has 3 rebounds, as does Morgan. 2 rebounds each for Neuendorf and Reagans. 4 assists for Rosenquist, 3 steals for Rosenquist, Reagans, Morgan, and Stevenson, all with 2 steals. We're at halftime. The Dordt defenders leading Dakota Wesleyan 40-33 at the break. After Dordt led by as many as 12, they settled for a 7-point difference at halftime, 40-33. Coming up on our halftime show, we will check in with other scores from around the league, and we'll have a recap of the women's contest. Let's take a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with highlights, and we'll check in with scores from the league right after this 2-minute timeout.
Hello, Dordt University sports fans. Hope you're enjoying the game, whether you're a family or friend of a team member or a fan of the university. These players and coaches have put in hours and hours of practice, and it shows. There's one more thing that every coach makes sure the team has for each game, and that's a game plan. And no matter the outcome of the game, there's tremendous value in growth in working together as a team to execute that game plan. What about you? Do you have a game plan for your financial life? Or are you so busy with everything else that life throws your way? If you don't have either the time or the desire to spend hours and hours learning and keeping up with the changing rules in the financial world, and then figuring out how that applies specifically to your financial life, you don't have to do it alone. For over 40 years, the planning firm here in Sioux Center has been helping households build and execute their financial game plans on all the things more important than money. I'm Tom DeYoung, president of the planning firm. Check us out on the web or social media, or schedule a complimentary Discover meeting to see how a financial game plan might benefit you. We'll help you build your financial game plan on all the things in your life more important than finances, while being a good steward of the resources God has entrusted to your care. And check out our Money Concepts Radio podcast at moneyconceptsradio.com, on your favorite podcast app, where we dive into relevant financial planning topics to bring clarity to the often confusing, ever-changing rules of the game in the financial world. Enjoy the rest of the game, and remember to spend your most valuable resources, your time and your attention, on the things in life that matter more than money. And go Defenders!
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes.
At halftime. And let's go ahead and take a look at those highlights from the first half of today's contest. Brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. So far, the Defenders led in scoring by Jake Proctor. Also got their post players involved. Judson Hankel with 6 points, 4 points for Nick Hansen as well. Dakota Wesleyan made a late run to get back into the game after trailing by 12, but Dordt able to maintain an 8-point lead at the intermission. Scores from the league. Men's basketball. It is Hastings and Mount Marty looking like they're headed to overtime. 3 seconds left. They're tied 76 all. Concordia trails Midland 33-22, and Fremont. Northwestern up 16 on Waldorf 47-31, and Morningside leads Briar Cliff 33-22 at the break. The Dordt Defenders with a 40-33 lead at halftime of this men's basketball game. Earlier tonight, the Dordt Defenders women's basketball victorious over Dakota Wesleyan 86-81. Hastings dropped Mount Marty in women's play. Final on that one was 82-61. Concordia down Midland 98-37. Northwestern defeated Waldorf in women's play 93-61. Morningside an 85-73 winner over Briar Cliff, and Doane defeated the College of St. Mary 106-65. The Defenders, one of 3 teams with 1 loss in conference play at this point. Concordia is 6-1, Dordt's 5-1, Hastings is 5-1, Dakota Wesleyan 4-2 in women's play. Briar Cliff and Morningside both 4-3, Northwestern 3-3, Mount Marty 3-4. College of St. Mary 2-5, Doane 2-4, Midland 1-6, Waldorf 0-6. We're at halftime. Let's take a 3-minute break this time around. A 3-minute break on the Dordt Media Network and KIHK, and we'll be back with more from the DeWitt Gym in 3 minutes. You're listening to Dordt Basketball on KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. Back with more after this.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Eric Rankin, a proud sponsor of Dordt University Defender Athletics. For all your investment needs, call 712-722-0618 or visit edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, SPIC. Members Cut, more than meat, where strong values, great food, and hometown spirit comes together. Stop in and taste the difference community makes. Located just south of Scooters on Highway 75.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
When you add up all the Wi-Fi connected devices in your home these days, you'll be surprised at how many there are and how much bandwidth they're using. Do the math. It just may add up to needing faster Wi-Fi. Premier Communications has you covered with reliable internet speeds up to 1 gig. Keep everything connected with Premier Communications. Visit us online at mypremieronline.com or call at 1-800-741-8351. Premier Communications. Looking ahead.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts. Discover more than just inventory, service, and financing for Ford models. Mao Motor Company is committed to exceptional customer service. Mao Motor on Highway 75 North in Sioux Center. Online, maomotor.com. Today's broadcast brought to you by Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit.
At American Investment and Trust, we know financial planning is a never-ending journey, and we have the right team to take you every step of the way. We understand that a solid financial framework can only be built when risks are considered. Planning for tomorrow means starting today, and once you've built a legacy, we help make sure your vision carries on to the next generation. For a comprehensive financial plan, the team at American Investment and Trust is here for you. American Investment and Trust, managing change.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Snyder Insurance and Financial Group of Sioux Center, offering life, health, Medicare supplements, annuities, and more. Trusted service and exceptional products with you in mind since 1973. Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Realty, a team of realtors in Northwest Iowa with the drive, care, and results you need to buy or sell your home. Visit them online, 712realty.com, leading you home. This broadcast brought to you by the Ullman Funeral Homes, Chad Ullman, Lori Ewell, and Taylor Van Witchell, providing professional attention to every detail.
Welcome to Sioux Center, Iowa, life in the center of everything, where we connect with friends, co-workers, family, and the great outdoors, knowing that in Sioux Center, you're never far from making the next great memory. And we grow great companies that make cutting-edge breakthroughs to make life better here and around the world. And when it's time to play, we keep friendship, family, and a bright future at the center of everything.
In terms of basketball play before the Christmas break, the Dordt Defenders, women's and men's basketball teams hosting Concordia in GPAC play this Saturday. 2 o'clock start time for the women and a 3:45 start time for the men. And then next week, the Defenders will both the women and men will play games on the road. On Thursday, the Defender men will be playing in Arkansas. That is a game scheduled to be played a week from tomorrow against Central Baptist of Conway, Arkansas. The men then have Friday off, and the women will play Mid-American Nazarene in Olathe, Kansas. And then on Saturday, December 20, the men will play first at 2 o'clock in Atchison, Kansas, while the women will play at about 4 o'clock, and that will bring the pre-Christmas portion of the schedule to a close. After the Christmas holiday, the Defenders will be at home with Waldorf on Tuesday, December 30, and then at Hastings on Saturday, January 3. And from there, settle into GPAC basketball for the remainder of the year. A good mix of home and away games, critical home contests. Opportunities to see the Defenders at home include a game against Morningside on January 14. January 17, the Doane Tigers come back to town. And also got home games with Mount Marty, Briarcliff, and Midland remaining. We're at halftime. Dordt leads 40-33 over Dakota Wesleyan in GPAC basketball. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be back with the second half from the DeWitt Gym right after this 1-minute timeout.
Today's broadcast brought to you by 712 Nutrition. Transform your health and wellness with 712 Nutrition. Stop in today for healthy, delicious protein shakes bundled with a supportive community. Start feeling your best today.
Find furniture, mattresses, flooring, paint, and window treatments at your local Furniture Mart. They are family-owned and located in downtown Sioux Center. German Farmers Mutual, protecting the farm and home since 1891. Northwest Iowa's local insurance partner. Online at germanfarmers.com.
How can I join Defender Forever? It's easy. Go to dordt.edu/forever and sign up. You'll not only stay connected with the Dordt community, but also support the future of Defender Nation. Start Forever now. Once you sign up, you will receive exclusive perks, brand new gear, event access, and the latest Dordt news. Be part of something special. Be part of Defender Forever.
You're listening to KIHK and the Dordt Media Network. Glad to have you along with me in a, well, feels like winter suddenly outside. Volleyball season has come to a close as the NAI National Championship was played out last night. And still have football remaining, but no GPAC teams left in the football playoffs. They'll play the semifinals this Saturday. Dordt basketball, Polacek gets it underneath Connor Milliken. Milliken with a 2-point bucket. Milliken now with 8. And the Dordt defenders lead 42-33. Defenders threatened to pull away in the first half. Got up by 12, and then Wesleyan had an answer. Reagan's in the paint. His shot no good. Rebound tapped out by Vanessa, and here comes Proctor. Shovels it off to Milliken across half court. At the top of the key, comes back left side, Polacek. Polacek goes back to Milliken. Milliken swing it, Vanessa. Vanessa gives it up. Polacek, Vanessa, right side, Milliken. Milliken got the defender going the wrong way, got him back on his heels, and then put it up and got blocked out of bounds. Last touch by Dakota Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball. Polacek to Vanessa. Vanessa, right side, Milliken, 5 to shoot. Now 4. He's got to put it up. Comes back right side. 3 on the way by Milliken. It's good. Connor Milliken with 11 points, 5 in the second half, and the Dordt defender lead is 45-33. Rosenquist with the basketball. Rosenquist gives it off to Reagans. Reagans, Morgan, left side, back to Rosenquist. They get it back into the lane. Rosenquist, layup, right hand, good. Randy Rosenquist with a 2-point bucket. He's got 4, and the defenders lead by 10, 45-35. Right side, Proctor, 3, good. Jake Proctor with 17, and the Dordt lead is 48-35, biggest lead of the game for the defenders. Dordt up a baker's dozen, 48-35. Rosenquist with it in between the circles. Rosenquist picks up the dribble. He passes off to Rosenquist. Feed it underneath. Kick out pass. Reagans, 3, good. Anthony Reagans with 5 points, and the defenders lead 48-38. Back the other way, though. Judson Henkel with a 2-point bucket. He's got 8. And the defenders are back up by 12, 50-38. Timeout on the floor, charge to Dakota Wesleyan. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Ployne Publishing, quality printing from design to delivery.
The Greenhouse, located in Hall, Iowa, bringing you amazing coffee, energy drinks, breakfast, lunch, and so much more. A big city feel, only 10 minutes away from Sioux Center, with a second location opening soon in Sanborn.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City. Whether you're looking for repairs, replacement, or maintenance for your air conditioning or heating system, Huber's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning of Orange City will exceed your expectation.
Dordt leading 50-38 after a basket moments ago, extending the lead back to a dozen as the defenders get a run out and the pass over the top to Judson Hankel. Hankel was able to gather himself and get the short shot to go. Hankel with his 4th field goal in 4 tries. He's got 8 points. And the defenders enjoying a 12-point lead right now. Pass comes in to Tyler Stevenson. Reach-in foul called on Connor Milliken. That's going to be number 1 on Connor. And Milliken whistled for his first personal, so Dordt showing pressuring defense. And the Dordt defenders on defense. Wesleyan able to break the pressure. Neuendorf, right wing 3, missed, no good. A rebound deflected, picked off by Hankel. Hankel now with 6 rebounds. And the Dordt defenders with a 50-38 lead and a chance to expand the lead. Pass right side, Proctor. Proctor with 17 after a career-high 23 on Saturday. Ball taken away on the drive by Milliken. Here comes Neuendorf. Neuendorf off of the glass, missed it, no good. And the rebound cleared by Van Essen. Van Essen gets it ahead to Proctor. Proctor across half court, snaps it back over to Van Essen. Van Essen gives it up, Polacek. Polacek left side, Proctor. Proctor with it on the wing. Proctor has the basketball. Proctor, they give it to Polacek, and we've got a hold on the play called against Steele Morgan. It's going to be number 2 on Steele. So Steele Morgan whistled for the personal foul. Pass comes in, right side, Van Essen. Van Essen misses the triple, no good. Ty hasn't gotten it going yet today. Fortunately, Connor Milliken and Jake Proctor have. Van Essen came in averaging 13.9 points per game and was really playing good basketball. Still contributing defensively and rebounding, but just haven't been able to get many shots off for Van Essen. Long pass into the front court, intended for Hankel. Hankel got tangled up with Tyler Stevenson, and the Dordt lead is 50-40, and Dordt turns it over. For the defenders, that's their 17th turnover already tonight. The defenders struggling with the turnovers. And Dakota Wesleyan has the basketball. This is Neuendorf. Neuendorf across half court, comes back to Morgan. Morgan to Riggins. Riggins back to Rosenquist. Rosenquist tests the waters, ducks underneath, floater from 10, good. Rosenquist with 6, and the Dordt lead is 50-42. Underneath Hansen, back to the basket against Riggins. Baby hook in the lane, good. Nick Hansen with 6 points. Defenders lead 52-42. Up the floor with it is Neuendorf. Neuendorf goes back over to Rosenquist. Rosenquist, Riggins. Riggins with the basketball. Riggins puts up the jumper, missed it, no good. And the rebound is controlled by the defenders in Polacek. Right side, Proctor. Proctor, left side, Polacek. Polacek to Van Essen. Van Essen with the basketball on the wing. Van Essen to Polacek. Polacek, right side it comes. Back to Milliken. Milliken, left wing. Driving in, Proctor. Proctor into the corner. Extra pass, Milliken. 3, too strong, no good. And the rebound taken away by Neuendorf. Neuendorf ahead, it goes Riggins. Riggins with the dunk. Anthony Riggins with 7, and the Dordt lead is 52-44. Van Essen passes over to Proctor. 15 minutes left to go in the game. Dordt leading by 8. Back out front, Milliken. Milliken, Proctor. Proctor on the wing. Proctor back to Van Essen. Van Essen looking down low. Van Essen has it at the top of the key. Milliken. Milliken right side, Van Essen. Van Essen with it. Van Essen back over to Proctor. Jake left wing 3. Off the heel, no good. And the rebound taken away by Dakota Wesleyan. They've got numbers. Wesleyan into the front court, Neuendorf. Out front it comes to Rosenquist. Rosenquist fouled by Proctor. So Jake Proctor whistled for the personal foul. That's number 2 on him. And we've got a media timeout. Timeout on the floor, charge to, well, that's an official's timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at OutdoorElementsInc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@OutdoorElementsInc.com.
At Dordt, every sporting event is a chance for students to learn and for our community to come together. Through the Dordt Media Network, students gain real experience, capturing moments and sharing them with fans everywhere.
Our students handle every part of the broadcast.
We are asking for your investment to support the broadcast and the team behind it.
You're helping students learn while Defender broadcasts run with excellence. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders. The Defenders leading by 8. Wesleyan basketball, though. Throwing it in will be Rosenquist. Rosenquist gets the ball inbounded. Aiden Costain in the game. Costain gives to Neuendorf. Neuendorf against DeVries. His shot with the right hand good. Neuendorf with 7, and the Dordt lead is back to 6, 52-46. Dordt unable to shake this Wesleyan team. Rogasic, 3, in and out, no good. A rebound tapped out of bounds. Last touch by Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball. Henkel kept it alive, and Costain touched it. 14-13 remaining in regulation. DeVries to throw it in, 20 on the shot clock after the reset. Comes back out front, Vanessen. Vanessen with it, high post pass, Henkel, 15 to shoot. Henkel on the right wing, back to Rogasic. Rogasic on the sideline, throws it to Henkel. Henkel off of the glass, good. Justin Henkel with a 2-point bucket, he's got 10. And the Defenders lead 54-46. Under 14 to go. On the right-hand side, Neuendorf. Neuendorf with the basketball. Now Rosenquist. Left side pass, driving in. Riggins, short shot, good. Anthony Riggins with 7 in the second half, 9 for the game. And the Dordt lead is 54-48. Rogasic with it on the left wing. Back to Vanessen. Vanessen with it in the corner. Vanessen back out front. Henkel sets up a 3 from the top of the key. Good. Judson Henkel with 13, and the Defenders lead 57-48. Pass. Back it goes. Neuendorf through the lane. Nothing there. Gets the return pass now on the wing. Shot from the perimeter. No good. Long rebound. Coming away with it is Vanessen. Comes back, Rogasic, 3, no good. Rebound deflected, and we've got a jump ball on the floor. Tied up, Vanessen and Rosenquist. It will be Wesleyan basketball. Dordt by 9. They've led by as many as 12 here in the second half. And Dakota Wesleyan will inbound the basketball. So 57-48, Dordt by 9. Dakota Wesleyan basketball, 12:43 remaining in the game. And Dakota Wesleyan will inbound. This will be Rosenquist. So 57-48 our score. Pass goes down low. Kick out pass. This is the Neuendorf testing the waters. Left wing floater going left, shooting with the right hand. And Neuendorf now with 9. 11. And the Dordt Defenders lead by 7. Rogasic turns it over in the lane. And here comes Dakota Wesleyan after the turnover. Dordt with their 18th turnover. Still finding a way to be up by 7, though. It's way too many. Pass goes underneath. And Morgan with a 2-point bucket, and now the Defenders Unable to get the ball in cleanly. Dakota Wesleyan taps it away. Polacek will check in. DeVries will check out. Rogasic checks out. Milliken is back in. Proctor will check out. And checking in is Skop. Pass inbounded. Polacek steps back in. Here's Milliken bringing the ball up the floor now. Connor across half court, comes back right side. Polacek left side. Dobson squares up his triple, in and out, no good. Rebound taken away, Banks, and Wesleyan with a chance to cut what was a 12-point lead down to 2 or 3, and it's poked away from behind. Now stolen back, and the rebound, the layup by Neuendorf off the mark, no good. Back the other way is Dobson, and a blocking foul called on Dakota Wesleyan and Rosenquist. Rosenquist whistled for the block. And it'll be Dordt basketball left side of the lane as we face the hoop. Ball's inbounded Dobson. Dobson with it just inside the arc. Henkel gives it Milliken. Milliken shot is good. Count the hoop, and he is fouled. Connor Milliken with a 2-point bucket as he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line and try to complete the old-fashioned 3-point play with Dordt leading 59-52 pending the charity toss. Milliken with 7 in the second half misses the free throw. Dordt leads 59-52, 11-18 left to go in the game. Wesleyan basketball right side. Reagans puts it on the floor against Henkel. Shot is up off the glass. Good. Count the hoop, and Tom Dobson's going to be called for the personal. So Reagans gets the shot to go. He's got 11. And he'll go to the free throw line for a chance at the 3-point play. (59-54), free throw on the way for Reagans. It's up and good. So Reagans, a 77% free thrower, a senior from Carthage, Texas, knocks down the shot. And the defender lead is 4 again, 59-55. Just when it looked like Dordt was going to get a little room to work. Back we go the other way. Henkel, short shot in the lane, good. Judson Henkel with a 2-point bucket. He's got 15. And the defenders lead 61-55. Nice soft touch by Henkel around the hoop. Pass it down low, Morgan. Morgan back out front, nearly tipped, and it's taken back by Rosenquist at midcourt. Guarded there by Skop. Rosenquist driving in, right-handed layup, gets around Henkel, layup good. He's got 8, and the defender lead is 61-57. With it out front, Polacek. Polacek underneath, Skop. Dillon back to the basket. Skop, turnaround, good. Dylan Skop with a 2-point bucket, and the Dordt defenders lead 63-57. 10:05 left to go in the game. Dordt leading by 6. Banks into the paint. Kick out pass, Reagans, 3, missed it, no good. And the rebound tapped out, Rosenquist. Rosenquist with a basketball. Rosenquist back comes right side. This is Neuendorf. Neuendorf puts it on the deck. Neuendorf into the paint. His off-balance shot, no good, but a foul on the play. And we're going to have free throws after we have a media timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more from the DeWitt Gym in a minute.
Today's broadcast brought to you by Cruz & Cruz, PC, certified public accountants. Offices in Sioux Center and Lars. Helping you attain your financial goals is their commitment. Today's broadcast brought to you by Joyner and Dordt Dentistry, providing implants, dentures, and dental care for your whole family in a modern and friendly atmosphere. Today's broadcast brought to you by Skibout Window and Door, your local window experts. Whether you're building or replacing, Skibout Window and Door has the products, people, and knowledge to get the job done right. See Skibout and see the difference. NewTek is your partner for success when purchasing equipment for construction, manufacturing, agriculture, and other industries. Don't miss the opportunity to transform your business and redefine your productivity standards with NewTek.
And today's live stream broadcast brought to you by Verhoof Automotive. Verhoof Automotive in Sioux Center is your local Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Chevrolet, and Buick dealer. Verhoof Automotive, worth the drive from anywhere.
(63-57), the defenders leading by 6, but Dakota Wesleyan maintaining contact, giving themselves a chance here. Free throw is up and good for Easton Neuendorf. Neuendorf with 10 now. 63-58, another free throw on the way. That one's off the heel, no good, and the rebound taken away by Hansen for the defenders. So Neuendorf makes 1 of 2. He's got 10 by my count. Well, they've got him with 12 up on the board. I trust Colin Cruz. He's probably got it right, and I have it wrong. Hansen muscles it up, shot no good, and the rebound controlled by Riggins. Riggins with the basketball, passes it off to Rosenquist. Rosenquist with it on the right-hand side, 9:20 left to go in the game. Dordt by 5, Wesleyan with the basketball. Neuendorf passes it off to Riggins. Riggins driving in against Dobson. His short shot, good. Riggins with a 2-point bucket. He's got 14, and the defender lead is 63-60. Back the other way, shot by Polacek, no good, and here comes Wesleyan with a chance to make it a 1-point game. Morgan with it in the lane. Morgan comes back out front. Riggins against Milliken. Ball stripped on the way up. Here come the defenders. Pass over the top. Hansen stripped on the way up. Here comes Wesleyan. Wesleyan with the basketball. Rosenquist. Pass left side. Neuendorf to Riggins. 3, missed, no good. And the rebound controlled by Dobson. Dobson gives it away. Milliken across half court. And Dordt's going to call for a timeout. Timeout on the floor, charged to the defenders, leading 63-60 with 8:24 left to go in regulation. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Each year, more students find their place at Dordt University. Through top-ranked academics and athletics, Dordt continues to flourish and grow. But what defines Dordt goes far beyond national recognition. It's an unwavering commitment to prepare graduates to serve in a changing world. But that mission doesn't end at graduation. It continues through the work and leadership of our graduates until all is made new.
(63-60), the defenders leading by 3. And the basketball in possession of the Dordt defenders. Polacek gets it inbounded to Proctor. Proctor with it. Proctor gives it up. Polacek left side. Milliken into the paint. Milliken shot no good, but a foul on the play called on Rosenquist. That's going to be number 3 on Rosenquist. And free throws on the way for Connor Milliken. 3 for 4 so far today. Connor's got 13 points. Jake Proctor's been held in check here in the second half. See if he can get a bucket or 2 here in the second half and get going. Connor Milliken makes the first free throw. He's got another one coming. Dordt leading 64-60 pending a free throw. Second free throw on the way for the junior from Springfield, Nebraska, and that one's up and good. Milliken makes both free throws, 65-60. Dakota Wesleyan basketball, bringing it up is Rosenquist. Rosenquist across half court. Rosenquist gives it off Neuendorf. Neuendorf with it. Neuendorf driving over the top of Henkel. Shot bothered, no good. Rebound taken away by Proctor. Jake with the basketball, working it up against Neuendorf. Pass left side. Benessen, backdoor cut. Nothing there for Polacek. Round the horn they go. Left side on the wing. Proctor back to the basket. Henkel on the block. Henkel turns, going to work. Off of the glass, missed it, no good. Rebound taken down though by Milliken. Milliken put back good. Connor Milliken with 17 points, and the defenders lead 67-60. Dordt threatening again to pull away. Wesleyan basketball. Rosenquist drives, nothing there, right side. Throws it into the corner, Morgan. Morgan shot no good. And the rebound controlled by Wesleyan. Beg your pardon, by Dordt. Wesleyan retreats on defense. Polacek with it. This Wesleyan team struggling from the arc today. Just 2 for 16. Van Essen with it. Back to the basket. Ty puts it up with the left hand. Good. Ty Van Essen with his first field goal. Dordt leads 69-60. This is a Wesleyan team that typically makes 37% of its three-pointers. Tonight, 12.5. Dordt up by 9 with 6:40 remaining. Left-hand side, Neuendorf. Neuendorf back over to Unen. Unen to Rosenquist. 7 to shoot. Rosenquist, long triple, plants it, back iron, no good. And the rebound is cleared by the defenders and Proctor. Proctor has it on the right-hand side. Jake setting the offense for the defenders. Jake with it in between the circles. Jake has it on the left-hand side. Jake driving, lays it up with the right hand, goes in unimpeded, and the layup by Proctor is good. He's got 19. So Proctor following up his 23-point performance on Saturday at Doane with a 19-point performance today. And another missed 3 by Wesleyan, and they promptly throw away the offensive rebound. Tyler Stevenson had his hands on it. Ball goes out of bounds, last touched by Wesleyan. It'll be Dordt basketball. Milliken to toss it in. Milliken gets it inbounded to Polacek. Polacek will take it up the floor. Now Milliken will have it. Milliken across half court, guarded there by Rosenquist. Van Essen gets his man up in the air, off the glass, good. Ty Van Essen back-to-back buckets for the senior from Sheldon. And the defenders open up a 13-point lead, 73-60. Neuendorf driving in, gets around Henkel, lays it up high off of the glass, good, but he's fouled. And Neuendorf hits the floor. He'll go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. And Neuendorf will go to the free throw line when he gets up. (73-62), defenders leading, pending a free throw coming, and Neuendorf now sitting up. He'll be attended to by Dordt athletic trainers. This is Lindsey Hogendorn checking on the status of Easton Neuendorf. So Neuendorf sitting up now. So right now, Neuendorf, Hogendorn having a conversation with him, and it looks like he's going to get up, walk off of the floor under his own power, but I don't know that he's going to continue. So Dordt will have to pick a player, I believe, to shoot the foul. Or checking in for him will be Tyler Stevenson. So Stevenson will check in. And C.J. Banks will shoot the free throw. So no free throw attempt for Easton Neuendorf. Banks will shoot a free throw. And Banks makes the free throw. He's got 5, a little bit better than his season average of 3.4 points per game. He had 4 in the first half. Proctor up to half court, passes it to Milliken as we approach the 5-minute mark. 5:15 and counting. Proctor with the basketball, double teamed, lost it. It's taken away. Another turnover by the defenders. Well, if the defenders can somehow figure out a way to win this game, it'll be in spite of over 20 turnovers tonight. They've done it with a rebounding advantage and pretty good shooting. Wesleyan basketball, they throw it into the paint. Morgan against Henkel. Morgan puts it up, shot blocked by Henkel, rebound Proctor. Next dead ball will have an official's timeout. Pass comes across the timeline to Van Essen. Van Essen with the basketball, 4:38 and counting. Dordt up by 10. Van Essen picks up the dribble, comes back right side Milliken. Milliken shakes right, comes back left. Pass out front, comes back to the right side, Van Essen. Van Essen looking for Henkel down low. Van Essen back to cut. Polacek drives in, layup good. Polacek with 10. 75-63 defenders. With it out front. This is Rosenquist. Rosenquist back to Riggins. Dordt leading by double figures. Dordt works a trap in the corner, and it's taken away by Milliken. Milliken with the numbers. 3-on-2. Proctor. Proctor shot no good. Rebound controlled by Wesleyan. Wesleyan with the basketball. Gives it back to Rosenquist. Rosenquist with the basketball. Passes left side Banks. Banks 3. Missed no good. Wesleyan now 2 for 20. Beg your pardon. 2 for 19 from the arc. That countering the Dordt turnovers. 3:28 remaining in regulation. Dordt with the basketball. Proctor. Proctor gives it off Milliken. Milliken with it in the right corner. Milliken, Proctor. Proctor, floater, 10-footer, in and out, no good. And the rebound controlled by Dakota Wesleyan. Wesleyan, Rosenquist. Rosenquist stripped on the way up, but a foul on the play called on Jake Proctor. Proctor whistled for foul number 3. Rosenquist will shoot free throws, but first we're going to have a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in a minute.
Today's Dordt Media Network live stream broadcast is produced by the students of Dordt University.
And brought to you by Pizza Ranch, buffet, carry out, or delivery. Today's broadcast is sponsored by Northside Body Shop. When you expect the very best in the repair of your vehicle, call Northside Body Shop Limited today, serving the Sioux Center area since 1955. 712-722-2313.
I think one of the distinctives for our program is that we're designing it for everyone, whether they have a background in business or they don't have a background in business. Students can take what they're learning in class and bring it right back into work. There's a real practical sense within the program of saying, this isn't just a big idea that's out there and you're walking through the hoops to be able to get done, but let's benefit your business tomorrow with the program that you're going through.
75-63, defenders by a dozen. Dakota Wesleyan will be shooting free throws. Randy Rosenquist. We got one final in. Mount Marty defeats Hastings in overtime, 91-87. And Randy Rosenquist to shoot free throws. Free throw is up and good for Rosenquist. Rosenquist now with 9 and another free throw coming. 75-64, pending another free throw. Rosenquist, junior from North Sioux City. And we've got a lane violation called on Rosenquist, so wave that one off. It's just as if it didn't happen. So the infraction that'll go as a turnover, and the Dordt defenders have the basketball. Dordt leading by 11, chance to expand the lead. 3 minutes remaining in regulation. Dordt by 11. Wesleyan on defense. Vanessa, left-hand side, Skop. Skop out front. Dillon with it. Skop picks up his dribble, comes back to Proctor. Jake back to Milliken. Milliken, Polacek. Steven back to Milliken. Milliken 3 to shoot and lost it. Ball's on the floor, and the defenders call for a timeout. 1 second remaining on the shot clock, and the Dordt defenders call a timeout to prevent the turnover, but they're going to have to get this one up quickly. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
Hi, this is Alex with Outdoor Elements. We've been the region's premier landscape company for over 15 years. With our own in-house landscape designer, we create extraordinary outdoor spaces where you will make memories with family and friends. We do all types of landscaping, and we're the region's only certified pool professionals. We specialize in saltwater pools, which are easy to maintain and gentle on your skin. Check out our website at outdoorelementsinc.com. We make your landscape as beautiful as your home. When you want the best, contact us at 712-476-5299 or email us at info@outdoorelementsinc.com.
The Dordt defenders inbounding right side of the lane as we face the hoop. Connor Milliken to throw it in with 1 second remaining. They'll get it in Vanessen. Vanessen, three at the horn, off the mark, no good. Long rebound taken by Neuendorf. Neuendorf passes into the corner. Stevenson misses the free throw, misses the corner three, but he's fouled. And a golden opportunity here for Wesleyan to make up some ground with the clock stopped. 2:30 remaining. First free throw on the way for Stevenson is good. He's got another one coming. So second free throw for Stevenson, the second of three. And that one's good as well. So Stevenson, a 57% free thrower. And this one's up, and that one's off the mark, no good. Rebound corralled by the defenders. Coming up with the basketball, driving in right side, Milliken. 9-point lead for the defenders, 75-66. Milliken has it out front. And the defenders driving in. Milliken, shot off the bottom of the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound back and goes up with it, stripped on the way up and loses it. And now a timeout on the floor, charged to the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. Dordt leads by 9, but Wesleyan hanging around, potentially giving themselves a chance. Let's take a 30-second break. This is Time Out, brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30.
Hey Defender Nation, my name is Darren Kaiser and I'm excited to serve as the new athletic director at Dordt University. Thank you for tuning into the Dordt Media Network and supporting Defender Athletics. As an athletic department, we are committed to the Defender way. This means we are committed to the Great Commission, developing servant leaders, the academic development of our student athletes, and the pursuit of championships. I'm eager to join with you in supporting our athletes this year. Thank you for watching Defender Athletics on the Dordt Media Network. Go Defenders!
.204 left to go in the game. The defenders leading by 9, but Wesleyan keeping themselves in contention. And the Dordt defenders will play defense. Bringing the basketball up the floor is Neuendorf. Neuendorf across the timeline. Neuendorf passes to Rosenquist, lost his footing. Picked up by Neuendorf. Neuendorf goes back to Morgan. Morgan, Neuendorf. Neuendorf with it, driving right side. Step back three, missed it short, no good. Fight for the basketball, taken away by Milliken. Milliken to Proctor. Proctor with the basketball. Proctor in the backcourt. Proctor throws it towards midcourt, and a turnover by the defenders. Here comes Rosenquist. 1:30 remaining. Into the corner, Banks. Banks driving in. Banks throws it, left corner, three, good. 3-point basket by Stevenson. Stevenson now with 9, and the defender lead is 75-69. Well, the defenders have not taken care of the basketball today. 23 turnovers. Dakota Wesleyan now 3 of 21 from the three-point line after Stevenson makes his second in 5 tries. Polacek will check in. And Polacek gets the inbounds pass. Dordt by 6 with the ball, 1:10 remaining. Vanessen has it poked away, chases it into the backcourt. Pass goes left side, Polacek. Polacek back out front, Proctor. Proctor with it. Jake has it out front, poked away by Banks. Banks lost it out of bounds. It'll be Dordt basketball. 4 seconds on the shot clock. 55 seconds on the game clock. Both teams have 1 timeout remaining. Throwing the ball in will be Milliken. Milliken gets it into Polacek. Polacek, long three, missed it, no good. Rebound Milliken. Milliken to Proctor. Proctor with it near midcourt. And Jake Proctor is fouled on the play. Foul's going to go on Rosenquist. And for Rosenquist, that's number 4 with 46.7 seconds remaining. That was the last foul Dakota Wesleyan had to give, so they could play it pretty aggressively here. Rogasic will check into the game. Henkel will check out. Dordt going with a smaller lineup here. They get it into Rogasic. Rogasic guarded there by Banks. 17 to shoot. They bring a double team. Van Essen passes it off, and Milliken would have had a wide open layup, but Van Essen is fouled on the play. Foul's going to go against Steele Morgan. That's number 3 on him. Rogasic is back out. Henkel is back in. Scott checks in. And Wesleyan's going to use their final timeout with 39.2 seconds remaining, trailing by 6. This timeout brought to you by Casey's Bakery. Find your favorite bakery products at caseysbakery.com. Back with more in 30 seconds.
I think one of the distinctives for our program is that we're designing it for everyone, whether they have a background in business or they don't have a background in business. Students can take what they're learning in class and bring it right back into work. There's a real practical sense within the program of saying, this isn't just a big idea that's out there and you're walking through the hoops to be able to get done, but let's benefit your business tomorrow with the program that you're going through.
Well, one men's game is in the books, and that was Mount Marty downing Hastings in overtime, 91-87. Midland currently up by 16 on Concordia. Still a little bit of time left, but not much, 5 minutes. Concordia's got some work to do on the road. Northwestern leads Waldorf 92-78. And Morningside's up by 11 with about 6 minutes remaining. They lead Briar Cliff 68-57. Ty Van Essen to the free throw line, trying to extend the lead. 1-and-1 opportunity for Van Essen. Free throw is up and good. Ty Van Essen with 5 points, all in the second half. Extends it to a 3-possession game. Defenders have been up almost the entire game, I believe. Free throw no good. Rebound, offensive taken away. Henkel, but it's taken back by Wesleyan. So Wesleyan with the steal. Dordt with a missed opportunity to extend the lead even further. Shot in the paint, no good. A rebound, Henkel. Henkel hands it to Proctor. Proctor's fouled in the backcourt, and with 22.5 seconds remaining, Dordt leads by 3 possessions. Jake Proctor will go to the free throw line. Neuendorf whistled for his second personal foul. Free throw on the way for Proctor is up and through. For Jake Proctor, he's got 20, so back-to-back 20-point performances by Proctor. He had 23 against Doane, 20 today. Leads all players, misses that one. And we have a lane violation called against Dakota Wesleyan and Steele Morgan. And Dordt will have another chance to extend the lead. 77-69, defenders leading by 8. So they'll shoot another free throw. Morgan is charged with a turnover in the process. Proctor, free throw is up, left it short, no good. Rebound controlled by Dakota Wesleyan. Wesleyan over the basketball. Rosenquist loses his footing, 13 seconds. Pass underneath, shot blocked by Henkel, and that's going to be the game. Dordt's going to win it by a final of 77-69 with Judson Henkel preserving the 8-point win with a blocked shot. And Jake Proctor dribbles out the clock. 77-69, Dordt wins by 8. The defenders are back to 500 in the league at 3-3. 6-6 overall. Dakota Wesleyan falls to 5-7 and 2-4. Stay tuned. The Wireless World postgame show up next. You're listening to Dordt basketball on KIHK, watching the Dordt Media Network. Back with more in 2 minutes.
This is a Dordt Media Network student-produced live stream broadcast.
find a project that applies to your local context, that helps you as a teacher in your classroom, and do a deep dive on it. Like, we're always trying to be like, what does this have to do with the place in which you serve?
Hey Defender Nation, did you know that Dordt Athletics has over 700 student athletes that make up less than 50% of the student body? We want to invite you to join the Defender Gold Club and support those student athletes, our staff, and coaches this season. Your charitable donation helps advance Defender Athletics and the Defender Way. Last year, we were just shy of 900 members in the Defender Gold Club. Help us reach that 1,000 member mark this year. By becoming a member, you will directly support the student athletes and coaches here at Dordt University. Thanks for watching. Go Defenders.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by RA Rentals. Looking for top-notch rental equipment for the next project? Look no further than RA Rentals, located in Sioux Center, Spencer, Storm Lake, and Sioux Falls. RA Rentals, your regional equipment rental experts.
Each year, more students find their place at Dordt University. Through top-ranked academics and athletics, Dordt continues to flourish and grow. But what defines Dordt goes far beyond national recognition. It's an unwavering commitment to prepare graduates to serve in a changing world. But that mission doesn't end at graduation. It continues through the work and leadership of our graduates until all is made new.
The Dordt Defenders lead start to finish in this one. We had one tie, but Dordt never relinquished the lead. They led 12-2, had as much as a 12-point lead in each half, and actually had a 13-point lead in the second half. Dakota Wesleyan was able to cut the lead down to 4 at 61-57. That is as close as they would get. 63-60. Dordt used a timeout with 8:24 remaining. And then the Defenders from there went on a 10-0 run to get up 73-60. So that was the 13-point difference. And Dordt wins by a final of 77-69. The Dordt Defenders back to 500, both in the league and overall, while Dakota Wesleyan slips to sub 500, 2 games below 500 in the Great Plains Athletic Conference and overall. Let's take a look at the numbers, and while we do that, let's go ahead and run those highlights from Hague Health Center. Hague Health Center, proudly serving your local community for nearly 60 years with a commitment to healing body, mind, and spirit. So the Defenders led tonight by Jake Proctor with 20 points. The Defenders also able to take advantage in the paint. Once again, a solid night for their post players. Hansen 2 for 3, Hankel 7 of 8. Dakota Wesleyan just unable to get enough of a rally going. Got it down to 3, and that is as close as they would get. Connor Milliken had 17 points. The Defenders struggled with turnovers throughout this evening, committing 24 of them. The Defenders, 30 of 56 from the floor, 54%, 8 of 21 from the three-point arc, 38%, 9 of 12 from the free throw line, 75%. Dordt had a 41-26 rebounding edge, committed 24 turnovers. Dakota Wesleyan had 15. Dakota Wesleyan was 29 of 64 shooting, 45%, 3 for 21 from the arc, 14%. 8 of 11 on free throws, 73%. The Defenders were led tonight by Jake Proctor with 20 points. Connor Milliken had 17. Judson Hankel added 15. Stephen Polacek had 10. Ty Van Essen had 5 points, 6 for Nick Hansen, 2 for Tom Dobson, 2 for Dylan Scott. Judson Hankel with a double-double also had 10 rebounds. Connor Milliken had 9, 6 for Ty Van Essen. 4 for Jake Proctor. 5 assists for Jake Proctor as well. 5 assists for Connor Milliken and 4 for Ty Van Essen. Van Essen, 5 points. Only took 5 shots though. Didn't quite find the flow on the offensive end, but still rebounded and distributed. Had 6 rebounds and 4 assists. For Dakota Wesleyan, Steele Morgan ends up with 15. Very quietly leads Dakota Wesleyan. 14 for Riggins. 14 points for Neuendorf. 9 for Rosenquist. And 3 for C.J. Banks. 6 rebounds for Neuendorf, 6 for Morgan, 4 each for Rosenquist and Riggins. 5 assists for Rosenquist, 5 steals for Rosenquist as well. The Dordt defenders improve to 3-3 in the conference and 6-6 overall. Dakota Wesleyan 2-4 and 5-7. Some other conference scores we'll check in on. There was one I was a little interested in, and that is Midland and Concordia. And Midland leads by 10 with 1:28 remaining, 77-67. So if that holds, that'll be a bit of an upset. Morningside's up by 12 on Briar Cliff at the moment, 73-61. And Northwestern has gone final with Waldorf, 96-82. So Northwestern gets the win over Waldorf in Orange City. And I'm joined for post-game comments now by Caden Osterwijk. Caden is a senior, and what's home for you, Caden?
Stanwood, Washington is home for me.
Where is Stanwood, Washington?
It's right between Seattle and the Linden area, if you know where that is, and the Canadian border. You can kind of say that.
Very familiar with that. Where did you go to high school?
I went to Stanwood High School.
Okay. So, what brought you to Dordt University?
Kind of a funny story, but I just came on a visit with one of my high school friends who had been connected with Dordt for a while. Not really knowing much of it or thinking much of it. And, met the coaching staff when I was here on a visit and, met a lot of the Sioux Center people. And, man, it just felt like home,
How would you describe your role with this team this year?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of a different role. It's a leadership role. Obviously not on the court as much, but I definitely find myself making an impact with the guys, relationally. I think that's pretty important. I'd consider myself kind of the funny guy on the team, kind of connecting everybody in the locker room, making some stupid comments, That's kind of my role this year, and, talking into people's lives as much as I can and making an impact that way.
What are you studying?
I'm studying psychology and kinesiology.
And why that combination?
I first came to Dordt for physical therapy, and it kind of transitioned into an opportunity opening up post-grad that is the more psychology route. So I'm planning on going to grad school to study marriage and family counseling at Colorado Christian.
And is that what you want to get into, is the counseling side of things?
Yes.
And Colorado Christian has a master's in that?
Yep.
How long a program is that?
It's about 2.5 years if I do it well.
Okay. Well, I would encourage you to do it well, because I'm guessing they're not giving that away for free either.
No, they're not. I don't plan on it.
We're looking forward to living in Colorado?
Yes, I'm very excited. I'm getting married in June, so then we'll move back to Colorado where her family is, and life's looking good.
Well, finish the year well. Thanks for coming up and talking with me, and keep this thing rolling. Let's see how good this team can be by the middle of February.
Yes, of course. Thank you.
All right, that's Caden Osterwijk, and the Dordt defenders coming away with a 77-69 win tonight over the Dakota Wesleyan Tigers. And Coach Brian Van Haften takes a seat beside me. And Coach, just one of those games, couldn't quite put them away, but felt like you were more or less in control most of the way. Are those tough? Are those tough to coach? Is it where you feel like you're right on the verge, but you just can't quite get it?
Oh, yeah. Those are extremely hard to coach. You just don't want to let it get away from you. But I thought at the 8-minute mark, it was 63-60, and we called timeout. We just talked about what we're going to do in the next play, and I think we went on a little 10-0 run there to get to 73-60, and we did a really good job there. We got 3 or 4 stops in a row, and then we got some old board stickbacks in there, and I thought our guys did a really good job. Down the stretch there, I thought Connor played with a lot of heart, getting an old board, sticking it back in, getting to the foul line, scoring. Probably wasn't his best game, but in the last 8 minutes, I thought he was really good in the last 8 minutes. And we turned it over too much here tonight, and it's just something we have got to work on. We are working on it all the time, but it's just I just got to keep hanging in there with these guys and just keep believing in them, and we're trying to do the very, very best that we can. We just sometimes make some mistakes that young teams make, and but we're going to keep getting better, and we got a great chance to get a lot better as the year goes on. And this is a team that has a chance to have a really good year. Is a really good basketball team as we keep continuing on.
Well, and we talked about it a couple of weeks ago where you have a vision for what this team can be, and part of that is, okay, that's what you think it can be, but you sometimes have to make adjustments as the year goes along and say, well, this might have been my vision, but we might have to adjust that as things go along, and I would imagine it can be frustrating, but it can also be invigorating. I mean, you're getting stretched as a coaching staff, I'm sure, to try and figure this thing out with this group that you have right now.
Without a doubt, we're getting stretched, and but we're trying to do all this thing. We keep believing in them, keep loving them, keep coaching them, and we'll see where it takes us. We're just not going to give in with them, but we've kept our standards high about how we want to play, how we're going to play. We watched a lot of film together. And, maybe sometimes we're thinking too much out there. And so there comes a point in time where we'll quit thinking and we'll just go out there and play basketball. But, I thought Judson Hinkle also had a good last
double-double for him.
Did he have a double-double? Yeah, I thought he had a pretty nice second half. And, he keeps getting better all the time. And Tom Dobson came in and gave us a couple good minutes. And Ty had some big rebounds for us down the stretch as well. I mean, this team really, I really appreciate Ty Van Esten for all that he does, and as one of the seniors. And you just met with Caden Osterwijk, and honestly, Mike, if you've never taken the trip from Seattle to Linden, Washington,
I've done it a few times.
I mean, that's one of the most beautiful trips there is.
Yeah,
really is. From Seattle to Stanwood, and then Stanwood to Linden.
There's mountains and ocean, and you can't quite beat that.
No, it's awesome.
And
out
here
there.
He is in Iowa with us.
He's a beautiful man. There's no doubt about it. He is a great human being, and he is going to be a great husband, father, and boss someday. And I'm really proud of him.
One final note, Jake Proctor, back-to-back 20-point outings, and you're going to need some of that from him because you got to get points.
Yep.
And he is 2 games in a row now has looked for his shot and has converted pretty well.
Yes, he's had a really good year, and he's stepped up. And I would say that last Saturday probably wasn't one of his better games, just from on the floor standpoint. But today I thought he was great. I thought, I'm just talking about turnovers and big plays and that kind of thing. And tonight I thought he did a really nice job defensively, and as he usually does, and he's just always got a positive attitude on the bench, so I really appreciate him.
Well, I'm going to let you go. You got Concordia coming in on Saturday, and they're going to be coming in off of a loss. Midland got them today in Fremont, 82-67, and there you go. Nobody's undefeated 6 games into the conference season. It could be one of those years, Coach.
Well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Just go one day at a time, Mike. Thanks for all you do.
All right. That's
Thanks.
Coach Brian Van Haften, and let's take a look at those scores, and then we will also, if we're ready with the Ross Hoekstra State Farm Player of the Game, we'll get to that in just a little bit as well. Men's basketball scores tonight. You heard Dordt defeat Dakota Wesleyan 77-69. Midland upends Concordia 82-67. It was Northwestern over Waldorf 96-82. Morningside a winner over Briarcliff 77-63, and earlier tonight Mount Marty defeats Hastings in overtime 91-87. Concordia and Morningside are both now 5-1. Midland and Mount Marty are both 4-2. Briarcliff and Dordt are 3-3. Doane is 2-3. They were idle tonight. Dakota Wesleyan 2-4. Hastings 1-5. Waldorf is 1-4. So those are the scores and standings for men's basketball. Earlier tonight, Dordt women defeat Dakota Wesleyan 86-81. And that brings us to our player of the game. Today's player of the game brought to you by Ross Hoekstra with State Farm, serving Sioux County in the tri-state area. Call Ross, 712-722-0806. For all your insurance needs, stop by the Sioux Center office next to Dairy Queen. Our State Farm player of the game today, Jake Proctor. Jake with those 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists this evening. He earns the State Farm Ross Hoekstra player of the game. So with that, we're going to run the credits. And today's broadcast, this has been a production done in partnership with the Dordt Media Network, Sioux County Radio, and the Dordt Athletic Communication Office. Dordt Media Network is under the direction of Rich Lodewijk, and the staff is primarily student employees. Those student employees today, Parker Freeman, Noah Zylstra, Lynn Marie Termolen, Hannah Jeremy, Sherry Wang, Samantha Wilbur, Elijah Nienhuis, Aiden Ekoff, and Espen Klungseth. I think I got everyone, double checking. Parker Freeman, Samantha Wilbur, Noah Zylstra, Hannah Jeremy, Sherry Wang, Aiden Ekoff, Espen Klungseth, and Lynn Marie Termolen. That is who we had today. The broadcast engineer today at Sioux County Radio was Jason Heiser. Dordt Athletic Communication staff is Matt Boss and Isabel Pfeiffer. It's a sweep for the Defenders this evening at the DeWitt Gym. We'll be back at it Saturday afternoon. Dordt hosting Concordia will start at 2 o'clock. For KIHK and the Dordt Media Network,